Good evening, and we're on Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research Centre channel. And tonight the special guest is Tim Johnson of Ghosters UK. How are you doing then, Tim?
Hello! Hello everyone. Yeah, doing alright. Bit hot and bothered at the moment. Bit getting warm. The weather, not used to it. Used to snow and rain. I know, that was cold earlier. It's suddenly turned boiling. Every night is sweating.
I thought it was just me.
I have to have a shower every day. I mean, that's unusual for me. I'm more like once a month.
I'm not saying a word there.
I'm more once a month.
Oh no.
Unless it's a school holiday. That'll be once every 3 months. No.
Bless you. I've been working from home for the past year and don't know what, so it's really weird. And it's just so good to chat to somebody on a Monday night.
Yeah.
My favourite subjects. It's great.
It's gonna be a long night. Well, you know me about paranormal. I'll talk the monkeys off.
Yeah.
That's the word. Yeah.
Right then. So I always start with a question: where did paranormal first start, or sort of how did you first think there was something else around?
So I said, I think I said before, I was about 10 messing around with a Ouija board that I made. I got a bit of paper and drew the letters and numbers on. I couldn't spell then, by the way. I still can't. And I put it around, and my friends came over, about 5 of us I think at the time, and we were doing a bit of glass on top and going around. Next minute, I felt like the glass was moving, sort of thing, but we had a picture behind me of me, the old Butlins, the old crayon picture I had done of me at Butland about a year before. That come flying off the wall and nearly hit me.
Oh wow!
And that was like, whoa! They all ran, flew. Yeah, and the weird thing was about the picture that a metal wire go around that hooks on the wall. The actual, I think the screw on the wall was still intact, and the actual wire was still intact.
Oh, okay.
So it's like it lifted off the screw and then flown. And I've had another experience at that house as well. The other one, weren't long after that, I was in the house on my own and watching Match of the Day, and I think it was just start of kick-off. I think it was still quite warm, unlike winter, so there was no wind and nothing that particular night. Watching and behind the television was a door, and the door was shut, and I sat there watching on my own, watching the football. All of a sudden the handle went down like that, and then it opened like that, and then the door handle. I went, and I thought, that's definitely my brother messing around, because I know what he's like, because he used to be a practical joker. You go in the door and he'd be hiding around the door, sort of thing. And I thought, that's someone, it's got to be my brother messing around. So I, for some strange reason, don't ask me why, I went and picked the knife up in the kitchen.
Oh, why?
Because I thought, maybe it's an intruder, you never know.
Well, yeah, you don't.
I don't always pick knives up unless I'm eating my dinner. So I went in through there, and then the front room door, which was where the door was opened from. I went round, and I thought I got to switch the light on, because lights were out in the front room. So I put my hand on, switched it on, swung the door open, ready to attack my brother. Obviously not with a knife, because if it was obviously. But if it was an intruder, because I didn't know who it was. I know it was someone. Yeah. There's no one there, not a sausage, no one. No one. So I was like, what the hell? So it's not as though the door just, you push the window, say the window or unclicks and it just goes and it opens, which they can. But not the handle going down and open. It's actually someone physically. And that, I don't know, I've got a clue. It scared, and that did scare me. I couldn't sleep for weeks. I just had to keep the light on for ages. And I also had an experience when I was in Derbyshire camping at school, and it was around not far off that time, and I saw my relation standing in the middle of the night and just standing there looking at me. He's only about 19, because I don't want to give the names out. And my friends again, who was with me in the tent, this is like 2 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock in the morning, I mean, it's early hours in the morning, and he just stood there looking at me, and I thought, what's he doing in my tent? My relation, what's he doing in my tent? And I was like looking at him, and he turned around to me and said, everything's fine, don't worry. That's what he said to me. And I went, oh, okay, like that. And I just stood there. I wasn't panicking, which I thought I would be.
Yeah.
Like, get the cover and put it over my head and poo my pants. I was like, sort of puzzled, like, what's he doing here? They all witnessed me saying this as well, because I woke them up apparently. They all woke up. I don't know what I was doing, God knows what. But you know, you're camping that late, you don't go to sleep to God knows what time, do you?
Yeah, that's right.
So it must have been partly, right? And he must have heard me say, okay, whatever. Noticed. They said, you were talking to someone in the tent. I went, oh, what, did I? They go, yeah. I thought, oh, no, I must have been dreaming it, you know, I must be. They go, no, you were talking to someone. I went, oh. I said, what did I say? He said okay. I thought, well, that ain't talking. I said, well, anyway, I get back. That was a Wednesday night. I get back Friday night from camping, and my mum says to me, oh, you better come sit down. I said, what? They said, got some bad news. I go, what's that? They said, your relation died.
Oh my gosh.
And I found out he died that Wednesday night at round about the same time I'd seen him.
Oh my god.
So,
oh gosh.
And I can remember my friends, when I told them when I got back to school, because I think that was the Friday night, I come back Monday and I told them that the one I said I saw and spoke to, so I didn't say it to them that I saw him. They were, oh my god, no, don't, you're freaking me out, That's a true story, yeah. So those things like that kept happening, and I thought, I need to find out what's going on, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Obviously at that age, I went until getting a bit older, like in like, you know, teens, that I thought I need to more interest in it and blah blah blah. You know, I did get a camera when I was young as well, so instead of taking, you know, going looking for the local ghost train, or there's been a sighting of the shark or something, you know, whatever, I'd go looking for that. You know, and that's mainly what started it all. Having those experiences. I mean, I've had more experiences after that, obviously, which were even more creepier. But that's what and I even get things today, obviously, still happen. Like my telly just switched off a minute ago.
Yeah, it does, and I thought.
Oh, come on! Actually, it switched off and it just come on.
Yeah. Yeah, you were there because you were surprised.
Yeah, we get all sorts happen. But obviously, now I know to try and debunk it, blah blah blah. It could be this, it could be that. You know, like we hear a tap, it could be the actual. If there's a sink in there, you just check the tap's not dripping.
That's right.
So, I thought you'd been say hello to people.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was just waiting for you to finish talking. So we've got Annette Locke, we've got Gary Bradfield, we've got Irene Takura, we've got Carl Hudson, Robin Pratt, from Para Unity, as is Irene, and as is Tim. So thanks for watching, everyone. Justin Clifford as well, Leslie from Para Unity. Thanks everyone for watching.
Hi Gary, Irene, Carl.
If you've got any questions
Justin,
for Tim, here's your chance.
Yeah. Don't ask me what colour pants I'm wearing, because I'm not telling you.
Oh no, don't ask that question, man. Nothing else will do. Go on, go for it.
You know what these fans are like, Jacqueline, you know, they just...
I know.
Can you send me a pair of your pants, please? You know, and things like signed.
Signed, yeah.
Not my size, I don't put my size. No, I'll change that.
Bless you. Oh, we've got a question here from Justin. Thanks for that. It's a bit strange.
Right, Justin.
Like, when you get earlier, Leslie, are you going commando, Tim? You don't actually know what he's wearing out of camera, do you? In all fairness.
I got my shorts on.
I have as well.
That's all they're getting. If not, I'll have to start charging.
Irene's just said that you've got your pink pants on tonight. So there you go.
Irene.
Now we know. Cheers, Irene, for letting the talk through. So, yeah, it's just weird, like, how you have like, experiences when you're younger and, like, scare the hell out of you, but now we just want it to happen all the time, don't we?
It's weird because, like you say, yeah, you're wanting things to happen so you can experience it, you know, and like you say, then, I don't know, they're just weird things that happened, and I've had some strange things happen, and it's even here where I live now, I've had strange things happen, like, wow. I've had things like a Christmas present with the Christmas tag, ripped off it and thrown on the floor, but I didn't know until the morning. I got up and picked it up.
Oh my gosh!
But where'd that come from? Didn't know. What? And the other half, Kelly says, "That's off that. It's off that present." I go, "No, that was covered up. Big heavy present. That was covered up. That was my present. Big present."
Oh hey.
And under the cover, lift it up, had been ripped from the present. It's all the wrapping paper stuck to it, and that was in the middle of the floor.
Mad.
That's, you know.
That's cool. Brilliant.
Yeah, knocks. We've had constant knocks, but we've had them stopped now, thank God. But
oh wow! Did you identify who it was then?
Apparently, it was. Sorry, I just said something happened over there now. I was what. My daughter just made Kelly jump out of her skin. It's quite funny. Sorry about that. We think there's a little boy that's. We believe that was an attachment. We're not 100% sure, but I believe that was attached to one of our bears. And he then joined the family for a while, you know.
Yeah.
And I actually swear I saw him one night going across. It was weird because I just sort of woken up. I something woke me up, and I look to the left near my window, and there's a bit of wall there, and I saw a little, like a child figure shadow just go past my left, and I looked, and then when I got to the bedside cabinet where the knocks normally is, well, they're everywhere normally, but I had a tap like that, loud, like a bang, and then the shadow went back again. So it's like playing a little game.
Yeah.
I wish I'd have got it on camera, but then, you know, we've had it on our left side. We had it really loud. No, these ain't creaks. These are like proper knocks. Ones, yeah. And Kelly then rolled over to my side, and I said, "Get off your side." She goes, "I said, no." I said, "I heard it." Then we rolled over that side. Then that knocks on that side, so we rolled back over it. And you know, it's strange. And then sometimes they go on like for ages, and we ask them to, "Can you just, you know, all right, you're having your fun now, you know? Can you let's get some sleep now?" And normally they do silent off, you know. We've had a big. Normally they're just little knocks here and there. They go around the room sometimes, so they're just probably getting want our attention, but they wish they do, you know. But sometimes that can be annoying, you know. You try to get some sleep.
Well, definitely, yeah. Yeah, because it gets your mind going, doesn't it?
Smells.
What's happening? And, yeah.
Yeah, you get smells as well, like flowers, pungent flower smell. Yeah, I get that now and again. First thing I think is that your perfume? What's that? You know? No, I ain't wearing any. Oh, all right, okay. And then they smell it. Not just me smelling it. My partner smells it, whatever as well. And it's like a bunch of flowers just shoved under your nose.
Yeah, something strong.
Few seconds, gone. But I've had it quite a few times for that one. The cold spots.
Do you think you've got family members around you as well then?
I haven't a clue. Apparently, people have been saying I have, but I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I ain't got a clue. You know, probably they say they are, but
oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, you know, because Kelly's quite sensitive as well as me. You know, she's the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but she don't like. She'd rather keep it as it is. She didn't want to go exploring it. Where I'm different, I want to explore. Yeah. I think she's scared of what, you know, the unknown. That's what scares her.
Yeah.
with me, I want to know the unknown if I can. You
Yeah.
know. I'll probably never know. You probably never understand it all ever.
No, right.
And maybe we're not
Yeah.
maybe we're not supposed to know. You know, maybe it's supposed to be kept something we experience, but when maybe not to know the truth. You know.
I do think that's the
Dunno.
case in this discussion I had yesterday. Whereas you only see so much, don't you? But
Yeah, you
don't see enough.
You only see the ghost spirits I've seen. I only see for a few seconds, like split seconds. There's only a few seconds. I think, you know, and you hear things that the things we capture evidence-wise. There's only a few, you know, snippets of things, snippets of words. Sometimes we get a full sentence, but sometimes they don't make no sense. So it's not giving us the full. We've had cameras being switched off on purpose. I've had a camera that a Canon camera that just wouldn't work unless I asked permission. Which I proved that at this place. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, we got a name through and we checked it through downstairs. I think it's just coincidence. The name we got from John Johnson, his name was.
All right, okay.
Maybe a relation, I don't know. And he was a local photographer in the area in the late 1800s, I believe, or early 1910s or whatever. And his name was on a bit of board downstairs. We didn't even know the board was there because that's something they put up now and again about the history, and that was hidden.
Okay. Yeah.
So but the name come through on the ghosted box that he was a photographer, blah blah blah, and his name and everything. And we found out his name was on there as one of the local photographers at the time.
Oh my gosh.
But my camera would not work. I even gave it to members as guests at the event. That was an event. Even the manager, I said, "Yeah, you try taking a picture. Full battery, full memory card, no problem with the camera, but that would not work. I just stuff them. It's dead."
No way.
When I asked permission, we pressed the button, boop, picture took.
And yet I've had a camera trashed at Derby Jail. I've taken it twice. The first time the flash went, the second time the shutter jammed. DSLR.
Well, that shouldn't happen at all.
That's weird.
Weird.
It's just maybe it's a massive coincidence. Just one of them, isn't it?
It's weird because that was a new camera, you see, and never had any problem. Then since after that happened, I never had any problem with it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I had my camera switch. Many times I've had my camera switch off. But we get that, we always say, right, don't film nothing, switch all the cameras off then. Let's try that.
Yeah.
See if anything happened. And a lot of times we get more. Sometimes when we're not filming anything, the more stuff, and the more less people you got as well. So if you're one or two of you, or on your own, like say, or two of you, new camera, the more experience, the more stuff that seems to happen. Because I think they know. Well, of course they know you're not recording this, so I think they can play more, do more with you. They can get more of your attention or more activity. I do believe that.
I do find that when cameras are on, it can stop.
Yes.
All of a sudden you think, all this is happening, let's get the camera going, and then, no, nothing. Right, okay. We've got quite a few watching. Thank you for watching. Denise Braley Bloods, Netlark, Justin Clifford.
Hiya, Robin.
Irish Fail.
Irene.
Kelly, Lewis, Andreas. Thanks for watching, everyone. We've got a few people's comments as well. So, Carl Hodgson, his dad died in 1999 and he died in the early hours. Later this day, as Carl's brother and Carl were on the way to the undertaker, a friend of his dad's asked when he had come home. When we told him he had died, his face dropped. He had waved to him, sat out front in the. He had waved to him when he sat out front in the garden an hour earlier. Leslie Hudson was laid in bed last night and a voice whispered in her ear, "You're okay." Oh.
See, there's so many people with these experiences,
That's right.
And then if people used to say to people at one time, years ago, especially in the 70s, I don't know much about the 70s, liar, who said that? Cheek.
That made me laugh.
I'm only 21. Yeah.
Yeah, me as well.
Yeah, don't insult the guests with that, because that's not, just go with it.
Yeah, we were.
But I wish. Yeah, and you experience these things, and you used to say anything, on certain time. People just laugh at you, think you're crackers.
Yeah.
Paranormal experiences weren't really talked about, someone say, well, I'll go and see a medium, and that'd say, well, why are you going to a circus, those gypsies outside,
That's right.
Oh, they're conning you, and obviously there is dodgy mediums out there who's ripping people off, but there are genuine mediums out there, unbelievable,
If you find a good one, just keep the contact, just in case you do want to speak to a medium. A lot of my friends are mediums, and they're really good ones, but I kind of think some mediums specialise in different areas, different things.
And they've got different gifts as well. Some are good at getting names and things like that, and some do certain way they go about, like you say, different experience. They're all. I don't think I've never met a medium's two the same. There's always something different about them.
Yeah.
The interesting, what I always thought, nice haircut, Tim.
I missed that one. You're ahead of me in the comments.
That's a mess. That's what it is.
I'm doing a Boris Johnson impersonation rehearsal.
Boris Johnson. We call him Wurzel. That's what we call him. Not calling you Wurzel, I'm just saying that's what we call Boris Wurzel. It's I don't know, it's hard to say, and it's hard to explain these things, and I think it's all through personal experiences to whether you believe in it. And some people say, I'm a paranormal investigator, but they don't believe in it, or they're a medium, and I've heard mediums that didn't even believe in it. They're mediums.
Well, I didn't believe in it, and I didn't believe in mediumship, and now I can pick up information.
Yeah, I think this is the trait as well through TV. There's medium, they're fake, blah blah, and it goes out in the press and stuff, and then everyone thinks that all mediums are fake. So that's the problem with the paranormal shows. If they end up coming out as fake, just one show, that knocks everyone off. All the shows are fake. Then that's the trouble with it.
Because it may have been an entertainment show anyway.
Well, they don't get it. You just think, it must be real because it's on telly. So you used to think. Right. We all used to think. If we didn't think that, there was something wrong. Because as you get older, you realise, it's not. And the more you learn from, especially if you're in the field of the paranormal or medium, you realise, But I mean, people come on my live node, sat there and think, are they genuine? Blah blah blah, and then into the end, and I'm sort of normally scratching my head, going, how do they know that? So then I thought, that's unbelievable. There's a gift. They got a gift. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to specific names, dates, and I've had a reading, and it told about the future. And
future
like that, and you write it down, and then it happens. It's like, wow.
Yeah. It's difficult. There's such a thing. There's a way of being a medium. Right, being a medium. There's certain traits you use as a system. I think it's Darren Brown. Is it Darren Brown? I can't remember his name.
Cold reading.
Yeah. When they do cold readings, there's a system where you can go through someone and say, "I've got a friend here," and you go, "No, well, it could be a cousin of." And then, and this is, I've got the letter F come through, and so you can tell if you're experiencing things like that. I've looked into it, trust me, but there's stuff out there that is beyond belief. It's not fake. It's genuine stuff. I've had a reading of me, the person I honestly thought, whatever, and they read me, and there's something out of the 10 things they told me, one was unbelievable. There's no way they would have known. impossible.
Oh wow.
That's something that's kept secret in the family for years, and there's no one would have known because we don't talk about it. And they knew that.
2 mediums, actually, when I first sort of got onto this route of development, and 2 mediums told me that was a massive lie in my family. I said, well, how? I've got a mum, my dad, I'd lost my mum by then, I've got a dad and a sister, that was my family. How?
Yeah.
You know, there's no one here.
Yeah.
And about 2 years later, my dad mentioned something.
Right.
The whole family knew, apart from my sister. And
yeah, you can't explain it, can you? Yes. I think the trouble is as well with, as I did say before, that with it's. I spoke to Andrew Wright. He's right beginning of paranormal investigators. Yes, he's. He says that. Well, it's getting too money orientated now. Unfortunately, it's.
Yeah.
I think that's what he told me, and I tend to agree with him. It's all money orientated. Without saying too much, because I don't want to be going, oh, you're moaning about them.
Yeah, no.
It's getting very money orientated. Money. So to get the money, then they start faking stuff, and the more views you get, if you're doing a TV show and the ratings are going down. Oh, what are we going to do? Let's bring this producer. Let's get the ratings up. What are we going? Let's throw a chair across her. Let's throw a chair across her. Right.
Or something like that. No.
I knocked that chair in my leg. Well, I didn't say nothing. Just keep it. I've had some weird stuff told. I spoke to quite a few TV producers for the paranormal, and some of the surprising things they've said to me. I'm like, what? I've had one. I ain't going to obviously say who they are because I'm not like that. No. But I've had someone say to me. I said, these places how do you know if they're haunted if you're not investigated them yet before you do your show?
Yeah.
How can you say you're doing to investigate a place? Well, that's that. And you can understand it if they're saying, say, Chillingham Castle. That's well known to be haunted.
Yeah, that's right.
You can understand them investigating that, but when you're investigating people's houses, how do you know that's haunted or that's active or something's going on in there?
Yeah.
If you're doing an investigation, because they told you. When we do private investigations, we do an interview. We interview you before we even do a real investigation, because it could be bloody nothing there.
Right. Yeah.
It could be. Problems with mental problems or drugs or or they think they're seeing something. So that's why we do an interview first, because they'll be wasting our time, we'll be wasting your time.
That's right.
And the trouble is with these shows, they're doing investigations. How can you do an investigation? You should do an interview or do a test before you go in. They're pre-booked before they even do them. If they're pre-booked before, how can you pre-book that some activity is going to happen? Well, because they told you.
Yeah, exactly.
If we done all the investigations that we got told or said, oh, our house is haunted, we've got paranormal activity, you must come over and investigate it, like next Friday day. We didn't do a full investigation straight off the bat, because 9 out of 10 times there's probably nothing going on. Probably little. Every house has some sort of haunting.
Yeah, because you've
tiny.
Got your family around you. Or family of people in the house.
A majority of cases are family who hang around for them. Come give them a message, or an old friend they met 10 years ago. But that's what I don't get. Like I say, I won't name these TV shows, but I don't get it. I don't.
Yeah, well, it is. It is a lot. A lot of it is entertainment, isn't it? And they've got to have action because they've got to get the ratings, otherwise they get canned, don't they? I've got a lovely question here from Justin Clifford.
Right.
So I've actually stopped the comments because I'm actually on this from ages ago. So
sorry
for watching. So what's Tim's most memorable experience?
Oh, I think my best one. I think I'm going to get moaned for saying this, but it weren't about. a year or two ago now, I think. Arthur Lowe, definitely my remember. It was just amazing. It was just amazing to get someone like him to come through, through knocks, one knock for yes, and to actually get it on recorded. We got it live, but the bloody internet was terrible there, because it's out in the sticks. But we actually, good job we got backup cameras. That was the most amazing experience, because that was spot. It's like you asked a question not once for yes, twice for no, and that was boom, instant.
Fantastic.
Near enough, that was boom. And there were nice loud knocks as well.
Yeah.
Couldn't pinpoint where they come from, but they're in like the atmosphere. Oh yeah, they're in the atmosphere. It was just amazing. It was just amazing, and that went on for a good half an hour or more. And we're asking him questions like, did he like, doing the Dad's Army series? No, 2 knocks. We asked him how many people are up here in the building. Not. It was 6 or 7 of us. And I asked him. I said, "Do you think we're crazy doing this paranormal stuff?" And he went, "Not yes." I think he would have laughed. He was laughing. If we could have caught that. And then after that time, it just faded off. We had some amazing EVPs that night. Who's Mary? We were talking about St Mary's as a church, the old the witch of East something, the wooden leg one. We were talking about that, about whether they were going to go there, and we had this EVP. Who's Mary? Okay, like really high pitched. Wow. Who's Mary? Asking the question. Who's Mary? That was just amazing EVP. Because that's loud, super loud, crazy. But Arthur Lowe was I'll never forget it ever, because it was just, I was just sick. I didn't know I was a bit shocked what to say, because it was, of all the evidence we captured, that was the most compelling. We've caught knocks before, with a lady called Margaret, and we had a full thing, and that was the intelligence of it. It was like, how many women are here? 2, or no, actually it's more than 4. How many people are downstairs? 2. That was just constant responses, and that was, and you couldn't pinpoint where they come from. Sometimes they felt they're coming down that way. Sometimes they come. It also debunks anyone doing it on purpose, because if it was somebody doing it, you'd hear the knock from the same place, from the same spot. That's like these whistles at St George's Theatre. People say, well, it could have been one of the people attending could have done it, whatever. But because they're all over the shop, it can't be that same person going all the way around. You know what I mean? I mean, some of the we had knocks above us. There's no one up there unless they're on a bird on top of there. Or what's that they're talking about? Oh, hang on, boom, So that's where it comes more. The evidence is, to me, is 100% genuine, because I am trying to debunk as I'm going. Trust me, I watch everybody. I know they wouldn't do it. Obviously, they wouldn't, because they wouldn't be in the team if they did. Trust me.
That's right. Yeah.
And but it's still, because you're still questioning it. This thing that happened at the time it happens, your brain is still, even for me now, I still question things I see. I'm like, is that really? Could it be something else? And I'm questioning it all the time.
It's that's what makes you a decent investigator.
Yeah, and when you find out it's genuine and you hear it and things like that, you think, oh my God, you're like, oh my God, because it's been well worth doing it, because it's genuine. What you capture, right. and you see things. I mean, I saw in that pub then, I saw a shadow figure go past when we're doing a live. If I hadn't seen it, obviously I ain't going to say it, but I saw it and I thought, I have to say what I see. So
that's right.
I thought, should I say it? I used to say, well, should I say it? Because they think, yeah, whatever, or I feel, I'm telling you how we experience things with there. Some places we go to, I don't see no shadow figures. I don't hear nothing. I don't see nothing. Luckily, we do capture EVPs now and again, but we don't experience sausage. you know.
Yeah.
Um,
But that's it. That's what makes it real, though, isn't it?
yeah, I mean, nothing really happened apart from I thought I saw something walk past in the shadow. I say thought, I did see shadow. I better say that, clear that up, because I think you made it up. But I did definitely see a shadow figure.
Oh.
But then I'm still see, even now I'm questioning, did I see a shadow figure, or was it my imagination?
Yes, you did. Yes.
Yeah, but you
Because
do question
otherwise,
it.
if it's
Yeah.
your imagination, it'd be happening all the time.
Yeah. Oh, it's a shadow figure over there. Hang on. Hello.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Yeah, I'm
But
the same, and most people are, though, aren't they, in the field? Because you have to question everything.
If you're not questioning it, then I just wanted to be 100%. You know, I really wanted to be 100%, and then if we get that, I'm chuffed. That's what makes it all worthwhile. Knowing, you know,
Yeah.
it's a shame really, because there's no recognition for it. This is the thing. We said, I've contacted, you contacted universities and stuff. Look, let's see if you can come with us one night and witness this experience.
Yeah.
And see what you think. And then if that was there, that'd be like, oh yeah, he witnessed, say, the Arthur thing. And I went, yeah, that's that is weird. This is definitely something important to make it further, to say that we're not all crazy. This is genuine stuff happening. We're hearing knocks here, and then we're communicating with someone. But is it up? And I was even questioning: was it Arthur Lowe? Was it Arthur? Is it someone impersonating him? I've even questioned that.
Well, isn't it? That happens.
They say, is it an alien communicating with me? And they're impersonating Arthur Lowe. You can go on, because I don't really know. I can't say.
We don't know for aliens.
I can't be saying it's 100% paranormal. It's 100% that the communication, intelligent, very intelligent communication.
Yeah.
But is it Arthur Lowe? I don't know. I ain't got a clue. He answered some of the questions, and luckily Darren, who was with us, who's the owner, he knows a lot about Arthur Lowe.
Oh.
So he could then, on the live or on the video, he was correct in saying, yeah, that's true. Because I said, did you like playing the character on Coronation Street? And he went, yes. And I said, do you like playing the character Dad's Army, Arthur Lowe? No. And then I asked him about things like the lost tapes. Did you like the lost tapes? He knew about the lost tapes. I said, they re-released them. And I said, did you like them? And he went, no, 2 knocks, boom, boom. Clear 2 knocks. Wow. So he didn't like them either.
Yeah. It's probably
how do we know that? Is he with your family, with your wife, blah, blah, blah. Yes, he's with his wife. See, I got a bit confused. I didn't know whether his son was passed or not. How did Arthur Lowe's son pass? I'll have to find that out, because I couldn't find the information. But I'm sure he said he was with his son as well, but I can't think if his son was alive or not. So anyone know, let me know. So I'd like to know for sure, because it's been a while back. But it's just super. How can they know how many people are in this room? How many ladies? How many men?
That's right. It's
we've done a private one, which is a shop that's been seeing shadow figures, and we captured the shadow. We got up on CCTV a shadow figure going across the top balcony room, first floor room. There's a door, and that goes out to an outside balcony, and there's a figure go past.
Wow.
Or shadow figure took the whole door up, and then it went. And we captured. That's the thing they'd been seeing, and we actually captured it, which was amazing.
That's brilliant to get that validation.
But we got knocks that night as well. They were knocks, and their faces were like, because they're never experiencing. They were like, and the lady said, "I don't like this. I do not like it." And we've even done like we tried all sorts. I even tried an experiment. And I said, "Can you knock behind someone?" Dan, who was with us. And I said, can you knock behind Dan? And he knocked behind Dan.
Wow.
Did they know who Dan was?
This is the thing, isn't it? All the time, like, sometimes you introduce yourself, sometimes you don't. And you ask them to do something behind or to a specific person, and they do. Or they come out with the name of a specific person who's there, and it's, I don't know. It's odd.
It's something that is very super. I think I asked some crazy questions and they knew them. And I thought, how do you know? No way should you know that. Even if your spirit crossed over, how would you know? If I didn't mention who I am, how do you know who I am?
That's right.
You know,
I don't get it.
You know, and if you ask them, do you know my name? I didn't get a response. I never get a response when I ask them, do you know my name? No, yes.
Oh, okay.
Which is strange. But when they, but when I say it and they say like someone else and say Dan, I did that night, they knocked me on Dan. So obviously they must have known who Dan was.
Yeah. I'm going to try that. That's intriguing.
Yeah, ask them, do you know my name?
Because I think there are like unwritten rules or something going on where, between, and I don't know.
No, there's
something they can't say or mention.
There's also, you should never say, do you know you're dead? That's one thing they always say you should some mediums do, some investigators do.
Yeah.
Some respond. Some do respond to that and not bothered. Yeah, they know. So that's something they say you shouldn't taboo about saying that. About your name, I think asking, do you know my name? That's, but I never known it as a taboo to ask that. But apparently, it's something. There's loads of different ones. But that's what people. Where's the rules? Who started the rules?
Yeah, that's right. But
and are the rules right?
But there's some information that you can't get, even if it's your family. They won't tell you because I don't think they can. I don't think they're allowed to. And
I think there's possibly there's probably I think there's rules. I think there's a split line. We're here, they're there,
and they're not allowed to say in between, are they?
No, I think they can pop in our side, but they have to go back.
Yeah, it's
if they're residual energy, we believe this is to say if you know about what's written about paranormal.
Yeah.
Just remember that what's written. But what's written, things I've said, and I said, well, that idea I thought was right years ago. I might as well scrap that and throw that. I'll throw that out the window. That's a thought I had, and I thought there'd be a way that you do things. And I said, I've done. Well, if there was a rule book, I'd just throw it away because that didn't work.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they'd done opposite to what I thought they'd do. So I've tried different things, and there's no rule book. There's just as long as you're polite, and I think they know who you are, the intelligent ones.
Yes.
Before you even get there, I swear they know you're coming.
They do.
Because we've had experiences to say.
Oh yeah, I've had ones visit my home before I've actually gone, or had them come through my dreams before I've actually gone to see them. It's, I don't know, don't get it.
Yeah, I've had experiences where I was going to a place where just checking out. My wife was with me, and the car conked out.
Oh, I've got trouble with my car all the time because of paranormal. I think it's my mum who does it. That's
no power to the car at all. Nothing. Pulled over. Power steering's gone. Sway over to the side.
Yeah.
I better phone someone to get sort the car because that's dead. Nothing. Get the phone. She get her phone. Guess what? Dead. No power to the phones. They're on. They're off. Nothing.
Wow.
Switch on. Nothing switching on. No. This is like the Twilight Zone now. We'll get my phone.
Oh my God.
Switch mine. Mine's dead as well. Nothing. So we sat there for a good 5-10 minutes, did we? Yeah, 5-10 minutes. And what are we going to do? We can't move. We can't go. I'm trying the car and the radio's not working. And while I was doing the radio, I come in. Did I do the radio? To see if the car. Yeah, I thought the radio come on. And nothing on there. I thought, what's going on? So we just stuck there and the little lay-by sat there. Next minute, what come on first? The car, yeah. So what? Does the radio come on, didn't it? Yeah, then the radio come on. I thought, huh? So I then turned the engine, started, checked our phones. Guess what? Our phones are working.
Don't get it, yeah.
So 2 phones in the car, just that's something that a bloody, what's that? Some sort of what they call it? Blimey neck. Not ET. UFO. Close Encounters of the Third Kind. That's it. That's something like, yeah. Weird, isn't it? That freaked me out.
I have a lot happen with my car, but you know, I think it's my mum who does it, and it's just odd. I've got a question here from Anne. Thanks for letting me know, Robin. What's it called when you see them and hear their thoughts?
What's it called when you see them and hear their thoughts? If you can see them and you can hear their thoughts, you'd be a medium, wouldn't you?
Yeah, medium. There's different sort of clairvoyant, clairsentient, or clairaudient. And,
God, let's go there with that. There's about 20,000. There's about 20,000 different.
Yeah.
If you can see him and you can hear him, I'd say you'd be a medium to me, you know. But then a medium's class is if you can speak to the dead. I think that's what they say.
All right.
A medium, you can communicate with the dead. Your class is a medium.
You're the channel between. Yeah.
But you're certainly gifted, or you could be. What's the thing? The shining, isn't it? You got the gift. I think that's to see him and hear him. That'd be amazing. I think that'd be, or would it? I think I think it could be too much. That could be too much. You know, I don't think I'd cope with seeing and hearing them all the time. Which I don't see them and hear them all the time. You know, I get bits. I ain't seen many either. I've seen only about 5 in God knows how many years now. 30, 40 years. I don't like saying the years. I haven't seen many, trust me. I only saw recently, about a year and a half back, I thought a glimpse of a young lad. That's my last one I've seen. That's about my 5th one I've seen. And all the other 2 tales I was telling you, stories about. I ain't seen many. No, not a full-on apparition.
You've done well though. I haven't seen any really. A quick shout out then to Caroline May, Sam Brooks, thanks for watching. Viv Powell, thanks for watching. Kevin Vincent Hadlow. Viv says there's no rules, but we will show common sense. We need the rules, not them. That's for the sort of communication level.
Yeah. They know if you're a good person, or if there's something not quite right about you, and they think that you will, they would never come. They wouldn't come forward. It takes us sometimes the same location. We go there 4, 5, 6 times before we got the half a low thing through. We've been there 10 times or more. I know, probably more over the time. I don't know how many times we've been there. We've been a few, and I think they start. It's like any location you go to, they start getting used to you.
That's right. Yeah, you do get used to them.
You go to St Mary's on the first one, nothing, not much. Blah, blah. Then you start getting bits and pieces more, because I think they must remember and recognise you. This is, they remember you and recognise you.
Yeah.
I still think there's residual energy there. There's something that's not intelligent, and they wouldn't care if you're there or not, or didn't even know you're there. So they just do their own thing, and you might get a glimpse of that or something, or you might pick something up from that. But there's definitely the intelligent ones. They know who you are. They probably even know you're on the way, knowing them. They're that intelligent, trust me, because we've had experiences. They seem to know that we're going for things.
Interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, when I went to a really bad thing and my battery was twisted, which I think I was saying to Scott the battery was twisted like that.
Okay.
Yeah, well, a 9-volt one, big 9-volt one, a bit bigger than me. That was twisted like that. Yeah, I had a picture of it. It's bent.
No way.
Like the Hulk had gone away.
No way.
Yeah. So I didn't know how. Maybe that was something explosive inside, and I don't know. But that was weird. I never had that happen.
Weird, isn't it? So we've got Denise really blood. You learn as you go. The spirit let you know if you're wrong. Irene calls herself an undertaker, but Irene's always like helping people out. She's dealing with so many cases as well.
I call myself the Undertaker. That's interesting. It's just awesome. Yeah. To see a spirit is clairvoyance and to be able to clairaudience. Yeah. Superb, Gary.
Here we go. Viv. So a trained medium learns how to interact and understand them. Symbolic messages especially. They also know how to switch on and off as needed. Yeah. I just see, the thing is, I'd be too compelled to not switch off, and I'd be like, oh, what's this one? Is this more interesting than the last one? You know. But then I don't know. I mean, like I said, I'm not. People say I'm a medium because I can communicate with, not through knocks and stuff. So that's part. They then class me as a medium because I'm communicating with spirit. But I don't know. See, this is the concept. What's been built up over the years. It is strange because you get these people who are mediums and they charge and they give readings and they do platform things like that. They're mediums. Yeah. But then I was at the National Justice Museum. I picked up on a character. I described him, sort of communicating with him, stuff like that.
Yeah,
as soon as he was recognised, he went, and the total energy went. So I think he just wanted that recognition. Really.
I've heard voices. I've communicated, and I've seen, but I don't mean I'm a medium, you know. But that's what they would class me as. They would class me as a medium, and I don't consider myself a medium. It's something I can't do. I don't think I can do all the time. But they say, see, it don't make no sense. I don't know. I think something. I can't. I'm not a medium. I'd say that, but I can communicate. I can communicate with the dead if they want. You know, the spirits if they want. I don't even like using the word dead.
It's what you call them as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's.
I don't know what to call them. People go, the spirits.
You can't.
What are they?
Spirits. You can't. I said. Yeah, you can't call spirits. Just person, you know, any person. I always say any person. I try and do. I do forget, and I go back on what I said.
Because I don't know what they're called.
Is there any spirits in the room? Well, spirits. Well, what's a spirit?
I would like to be called a spirit.
A double vodka and coke. Is that a spirit? Yeah. So it's a term. This is the thing. The terminology of stuff. It confuses some people.
That's right.
If I said, is Derek here, you know, that'd be more interesting. If you think he's there and his name's Derek, he's going to hopefully come forward, you know. And then if a medium know too much information about a location, they're fraudsters. And it's like, well, no, they're not. That information could help you commit. Well, you should know that. Well, no, it doesn't necessarily mean you know everything. No, not being... Because you know a bit of information about a place doesn't mean you're a fraudulent medium. That's just that you might. Because most mediums know about certain places anyway, so they might not know all the detail. But whether they put the detail through them. There's a Derek who haunts this. Well, you're going to know there's a Derek, you know. Or the era, you know.
Well, if you've been there enough, you'll remember the characters. You know, you'll expect them. Like there's a live feed from the Robin Hood on Saturday night. I know the location and know who lives there, what spirit's there. Because I've encountered them loads, and it's what it is, isn't it?
It's what it is, yeah. It's the big thing is getting the experience. You experience things when you're at a location, whether you're a good investigator, whether you're a bad investigator, whether you're a medium or whatever you are, it's that personal experience of when you're there and do something you think, wow, that is amazing. When you communicate with someone, whoever they are, because they could be wrong. I said, that's if you can get that communication from you to them, it is, and you get and you know it's not fake, you know no one's messing around. But even if you're on your own and you experience it, wow, that's the big whoa. There's more to this than there is. It's not rubbish. It's not fake. It's not a load of rubbish. I'm going to say another word now. I better not. Crap. I was going to say crap, but there you go. I didn't say that. Bleep. You can bleep that later. No, we can't. I'm live. No. But it's that sort of. It brings a smile to my face when you experience something like that. It's like, that's why I do it. That's the sort of thing that wakens me up. That's the buzz I get from it. Nothing to do with money. I don't get paid, and it's just that experience. If you're going to do it for money, and you're going to do it for ratings or views and all that, then there's something seriously wrong with you, if you ask me. That's my person. I ain't never said this, but I think there's something not right, because I think you're doing it for the wrong reasons, and you will never get 100% good. You'll never experience stuff. I think they know that you're making money out of it. It's, to me, a gift, and people will disagree with me, is a gift that you're given. Now, if you're going to charge for your gift, why would you charge for your... I've got a gift for you, Jacqueline. Here's a tenner. Give us a tenner, you can have my gift. See, it's not a gift, is it? It's how can it be? This is the trouble.
But I see
that's my top. I don't get it.
Perspective.
Yeah.
If you're driving to places to then do a reading what somebody wants, and you're actually giving a reading, you're spending hours of your time. Yes, true.
Yes. It's difficult.
Also people who run events companies as business, and they're totally open about it.
Yeah. But this is the thing, you've got to question yourself. You've got to question your morality of it all. You've got to say, well, I'm making money here on the paranormal side to show spirit, maybe ghost spirit again, or ghosts, whatever. You're making money from that. Now, where do you draw the line?
That's right.
I think there's a balance, and I think you start making money out of things, I think you're going to get the worst luck in your life. I really do think there's a balance. I think you're tempting fate. I do believe in fate, and there's a balance. And I think if you start tipping scales to make money, I think you. I know a few, trust me, that I can't say who they are. They're a very well-known TV thing. They've had the worst. They sound like they've had good luck because they're popular and stuff, but they've had the terrible luck health-wise. Not good at all. This person big in TV, trust me, and they've had the terrible. I'll tell you after who it is. They've had the terrible health issues, big time, and bad luck, and very bad luck, all sorts.
Oh wow! Okay.
Relationships, stuff like that, and that's because I'm not saying that they're fake, but that's the making money side of it. They could be genuine. I don't know. I don't really, it's up to them, whatever. But if you start doing things you shouldn't be doing, and you know that, then I think that's where they tip the balance. If this is all real, I think you've got your. I think I said to Scott the other night, you've got to have. There's a balance, and I think if you go too far, you're then tipping the scales. A bit like the Italian job with the gold on the coach, They try to get the gold on the tips, and you go, but it's. I just like the film. Anyway, it's your scales, and I think if you tip too much for more stuff, if you're going too far, I think we're only allowed to know a certain amount, little bits, but not everything. I think that's what I think. I don't know. I'm completely wrong.
Yeah, that's it.
I'd love to someone say. What, you're talking out your arse, mate. I'd like to say it, and they can prove I'm talking out my arse. Then then I'd be happy. I'd go, yeah, you're right. I agree with you. I got it wrong. You got to admit that you're wrong when you're doing these things. Another thing, you've got to admit you're wrong. You got it wrong. K2 meters in front of lives. I've done it in the past. I got it wrong. I realised that's wrong. I shouldn't have done that. So you didn't do it anymore. You know.
Yeah. I kind of know how the catering works, in fact that generally with the Wi-Fi we'll sort of go to the middle one.
Yeah, it doesn't always happen, but it's triggered. It's proved it.
Up to the middle and back again, won't it? That's generally how it. But it doesn't mean that is always how it's going to happen with Wi-Fi.
No, in some cases that might not, but you don't want it to go bleep and you think, oh, I've got spirit come through. And actually,
I don't.
Could it be Wi-Fi across from there coming through? You know, just 10 foot away.
Yeah, well,
you've got to be 100%. You know,
you've got to do a base thing first, haven't you?
And they're saying, well, no one do blooming base readings and temperature. There's no. That's just live. Here we are. I'm in the field. We're going to see. But that's to me. That's entertainment. We've done it dives and just gone around and that's not the real investigating thing. It's EMF tests. You got to do everything.
I find I'm doing more now, by not recording it, not doing live, and I'm enjoying just being in the moment with people who I trust, feeling the energy, and getting the information.
Yeah, you don't have to do.
But
we've gone with no equipment, Arlie. I think we've been places where we had hardly anything with us, like a couple of little things, but we didn't take all the caboodle. You know what stuff we got? We got tons of thousands of pounds worth of equipment, but we didn't mean we use. Andrew's got tons as well. He's got, we're just hoarders of equipment, but we got a lot of the stuff from the first beginnings. I've got one of the. I think that's one of the first EMF meters somewhere.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's a wooden box.
No, does it work better?
No, it's broken. It's got to be fixed. It's getting the parts for. It's a wooden box about that big. And you open it up, and it's. I can't remember what year that was now. I can't remember what you said. 1930s, 1920s. Yeah, it's an EMF meter. Electromagnetic fields. It's antique. It's going to go somewhere. I'm never going to keep it. I'm going to donate it to somewhere, museum or something like that. But and I've got lots of haunted objects that I've stored away. I'm not allowed them in the house. I'm not allowed in the house. People give me stuff, and that's stored out the way. But
I've got three things basically. Well, one's a set and two other things, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I don't want too many. Stop sending me them. I don't want.
No, you're not happy.
No. Oh God, I don't want them more.
I've got a mirror in the cupboard, and whenever I open the cupboard, there's just so much energy comes out, and you just feel like everything's crawling up your arm. It's brilliant.
Oh, that bear! That bear should drive me nuts. That's put away. Yeah. Oh, I even took the bloody. Why did I take all the stuff out? I changed all the electrics in it, and I still used to do it. I took the bear out. When I took the bear, the weird thing is when you take the electronics out of the bear, and you said the electronics, and there's the bear.
Yeah.
I'm still getting readings off the empty bear.
That's brilliant. Excellent.
So that was definitely the bear that attracted me.
Yeah, the bear.
And to caught a figure kneeling at my coffee table, staring at a bear, little child, which we said was the little boy, staring at the bear, and the bear's going off at the time. Yeah, captured. Yeah, bless him.
Yeah. We'll just finish off then. We've got Von Hunter then. Doesn't recognise herself as anything. I have dreams, premonitions, can feel energies, see energies. I don't know when it's going to happen. More often than not, nothing happens. But Von is brilliant. I was with Von yesterday, and she's picking up loads, and it's great. And just following a group that have done this about the money. They did it all over lockdown, and we're getting some really good stuff. But now they've moved location, taking loads of money, but they've lost the contact they had.
Oh, wow.
Viv charges a cup of tea and a packet of fags.
Oh, right, Vivian. Yeah, well done, Vivian.
Cool.
I know it's a delicate subject, and it's people will probably sit there and go, well, no, yeah, well, fine, it's people. It's difficult. I know people want to make money. People do TV and stuff like that. I can't do. That's up to everyone their own. That's their own cup of tea, as they say. It's up to them. I just don't know. Would I refuse a £1 million contract? You know, it's not do it. As long as it's genuine, TV, then I'd probably, I wouldn't say no. Excuse me. Yeah, I think it's a difficult thing, isn't it, Jacqueline?
Yeah.
I tell you what, you can't beat. I can't beat Jacqueline is when we used to do hardly any equipment, hardly anything, and we'd sit somewhere that's got a lot of history outside, especially in the summer evening, and sit there eating snacks, having a cup of tea or whatever, and just listening out for anything, and looking around, see if you can see anything. And sometimes that was just nice to be, having a chat with people talking about the paranormal. You know what I mean? That's nothing about capturing evidence that night. It's nothing about anything. Just to being out and about on a nice a muggy evening when you're in a t-shirt.
Oh yeah, it's not right.
And you're getting bitten to death by gnats.
Yes. Nice one.
And you're just having a little conversation, having a good night's conversation. Got a candle going, and it's just sitting there and talking about stories and that is just love. I love that,
But then it gets the energy up, and something can generally happen.
Yes, yeah. Like our candle blew out.
That's what I do love about it.
Our candle blew out that night.
I've been to Haunted Antiques a few times, and I'm just so happy to see everybody, because the people I invite along are people I've met on Facebook who meet for the first time, or I've worked with them before, and it's just great. It's like, wow, and
it's nice to see family again. I haven't seen my bloody family for ages. You've been not allowed round. You want to drop something off at the door or something and just go, well, that's as far as you went. You couldn't stop or do nothing. That's it. Just a couple of candles, as long as it's an outdoor area, not indoors, obviously. The forests.
I know, just a place we can go, and it is kind of indoors.
Nice old ruins, the old ruins of an old car.
It's outdoors, indoors. So you've got a cover over your head, but
Yeah.
And it's public. It's not private. It's not falling down.
It is. Yeah, it's they're the best times because you just experience little. What was that over there? You experience 4 candles. Okay, all right, get greedy.
Take it up, girl, mate.
Okay. We used to just have one big candle slapped on thing, and then you'd ask questions and say, "Can you blow the candle out?" and things like that. If that's all you need. You don't need even a compass. Like Andrew saying, you can use a compass. Years ago, like Andrew, and I started interested in it. There weren't really anything. Tape recorder. There wasn't a lot. Kodak Instant. They're good.
Right, yeah.
There weren't a lot about.
We're just talking about back to basics, and I actually met Barry yesterday. He's doing back to basics in his new place. So yeah.
Yeah, back to
that. So it's funny that you mentioned him back to basics, and then here's Barry.
It's Barry. Hi, Barry.
So yeah, Barry definitely does back to basics, compass, and it's brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's sometimes you can just take too much gear. You're all loaded up. You get all this stuff. You got all this thing. Yeah. You don't need half of it. I mean, it makes me laugh when you see people. They put all this equipment all on one table, and they've got 20 EMF meters all stuck on one table. And
yeah.
Well, they're all going to trigger each other. Spread them out a bit. I had an argument one night in my life, and said, "Shift that down." You don't need it all piled together. You need it separated because they can trigger each other. It's been proven. And this is things that I only go with stuff that's been proven in the past, like the K2 meters. They've been proven they can interfere. They can't always, but they can. This is stuff that I have to be sure on because I need my personal thing. I have to be sure it's paranormal and it's genuine. If it's not, I'm wasting my bloody time. If someone's got creaky feet and I think I'm hearing footsteps,
Let's be honest.
Oh my god, I've got footsteps. Oh wow, yeah, we got that. We got it. Then I find out they've got creaky feet. It's your shoes. Oh, for God.
Yeah.
Take your bloody shoes off then. And I get angry because I spent hours wasting my time. You know?
Yeah, I go investigating with somebody I haven't been with her for a while, and like one of the things she says, don't wear noisy jackets, noisy shoes. You know, just be aware of what you're wearing.
Yes,
because she does a lot of EVPs, and she's known for doing these EVPs as well and getting good results. And
if you're with me and you fart, I want to know about it. Preferably not the smell, but I want. But I want to know because that's part of knowing. Farts and stomach gurgling can sound like growls.
Jesus,
you know, a demonic voice or something. It's your belly. My belly speaks. Trust me. Oh, I'm hungry. You know, not near enough a voice. So you have to be careful. It's weird how your stomach sound on camera. Trust me.
I think my greatest achievement with my stomach, it wouldn't sound like footsteps.
Yeah.
And everyone said the word footsteps. No, it's the belly. You know, because I'm always straight about these things. But yeah.
You hear taps. That can be creak of the wood when it's hot and it's cooling down. Like furniture can creak. You got, I think you got taps dripping or something dripping, pipes dripping, creaking. We're place they got the telly on. They got Wi-Fi on. We need it all off. If we do your house, we investigate. We don't want nothing on, not a sausage. Everything's got to be switched off. Even switch the freezers off.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah, switch your freezer off. Do we have? Yeah, because the freezer gives off a lot of EMF. Trust me.
Oh, it makes a lot of noise.
But obviously we got to make sure we put it back on after a couple of hours. But we do like a couple of hours. So we plug up, and you know a freezer will stay frozen for at least a couple of hours. So we've got to make sure we plug them back in.
Yeah, but I was at a location and we went into the kitchen, Rally Hall, and for some reason the fridge and the freezer, it was just getting warmer and warmer because it had a temperature thing on it.
Yeah.
We asked Spirit to take it. Spirit, here we go. We asked the person in the room to take it up, and they kept taking the temperature up. We thought, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cold.
That was.
Yeah, so always when you're in a cold location, I always ask to put the temperature up. And if it's a hot touch, ask to go down. Yeah. No, I used to say the cold location, say, can you turn even the temperature even more colder than what it is? Which it did, but it went to about 0.3 in the building.
Yeah.
From something like 13 Celsius to 0.3 or 2 or something. And this is in like 20 seconds.
Yeah, well that's it, yeah.
If that, around about that time.
Yeah, I've got an EDI and it takes...
I needed to say, put the temperature up, not down next time. That's bloody freezing.
Yeah, someone's doing EVP and you do identify it back easier, yeah, definitely. So Irene's going to bed. Good night and sleep well. Right, thanks a lot for this. We've got to finish now.
Yes.
You're wonderful, Tim. Thank you.
No, you're wonderful. It's not me. you make the show, not me.
I don't know. You made the show well. No, you're cool.
Oh, I'm just your assistant. That's it.
Right. So thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for all your questions and look after yourself.
Quickly, can I just say something to Barry? He said about squeaky shoes. Are you sure they in the old pound notes are hidden in your shoe? Just checking that because I heard he's a bit tight, but I heard he's a bit tight. Ooh. I didn't tell you that.
And Wendy Williams, I hope things are alright because I did see your comment earlier. Cheers Denise, sorry. Alright, take care everyone.
Bye. Thanks for watching.